Every technical ecosystem starts healthy, not because it's perfect, but because it's small. Small communities are naturally led by people who think, who understand the architecture, who don't fear complexity. Then the project grows. More users, more expectation, and with growth come incentives, economic, political, and reputational. But the generation is silent. It doesn't start with a headline. It hides in the sediment of a configuration file you haven't looked at in 15 years. It's 830 lines of temporary fixes that became permanent scars. It's the layer of dust you accept because questioning it is harder than ignoring it. The generation begins the moment the thinking minority stops being heard and the good enough becomes the standard. The minority isn't superior. It's simply the only group with the cognitive tools to understand what's happening beneath the surface. They don't look at the RGB marketing, they look at the thermal integrity. They don't care about the flashy UE, they read the changelogs and the commit history. While the majority sees a new feature, the minority sees a new point of failure, a new forced dependency of a new way to lose control. They recognize patterns. They remember how the system used to behave when it was lean, transparent and rational. They see the trajectory, not the decoration. The majority can't understand the minority, not out of malice, but because it lacks the context, the memory and the technical depth to see the road. When the minority raises a concern about a broken ABE or a hidden telemetry layer, the majority interprets it as negativity or elitism. They say, "It works for me, why are you being difficult?" It's not hostility, it's a cognitive mismatch, and what the majority can't understand, it isolates. The system starts to protect its own generation by silencing its own doctors. This is where the superficial creators enter the picture. They are the repeaters. They shout obvious things to please an insatiable algorithm. They don't analyze. They echo the corporate narrative. They are a systemic problem because they became the perfect amplifier for the decay. They are many, they are loud, and they are nothing to lose from the loss of control because they never had any. They celebrate the fake frames and the marketing slides. Governance love them, the majority follows them, the minority watches them and recognize the signal to noise ratio dropping to zero. Once the minority is isolated, the acceleration begins. Lock-in, stores, force updates, and when you finally decide to execute the override, when you decide to purge 15 years of accumulated junk, the system screams. You see the signal 11, segmentation falls. You see 101 incompatible plugins in Audacity. You see the bridge between Qt and Wayland collapse. These aren't just software errors, they are the physical manifestation of a system that has been pushed too far from its original rational state. Degeneration isn't just a concept, it's a core dump. The minority is the only immune system an ecosystem has. It's the only group capable of noticing that a single letter, a missing X in a library name, can bring an update to a halt. It's the group capable to rebuilding 193 packages just to regain 1 bit of integrity. It's the group that stays up through the night not to play a game but to ensure that an environment of production is pure. When the minority leaves, the project dies as a technical entity and is reborn as a commercial product. The minority is the guardian of the technical memory. Without them, there is no alternative, there is only the store. Every healthy system needs a thinking minority, the ones who see consequences before they arrive, the ones who recognize compromises disguised as progress. Today, this workstation is clean, the 15 years debt has been paid, the sex fault has been silenced, the logic has been restored. As I prepare the foundation for the next evolution, the godlike build, I remember a system that survives only through repeaters isn't a system anymore, it's a product. We are not here to buy a product, we are here to build the truth. Performance, systems, truth, rational tech, system override, executed.